I'm the Xbox Redemption. Or are you the biggest misfire yet? Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at X-Transportmaster X Series 87 MX-61 Interceptor Ballistic, or Misfire as I simply like to call him. And let's look at the box first. It is a very, very nice detail here, or illustration rather. And as you can see here, he stems from the Japanese exclusive Headmaster series by having the Targetmaster attached to his arm and not holding him. Many people miss that and are very angry that he can't hold on to anything, but this is Japanese correct, so I respect that very much. I do like the Headmaster series, even if I do prefer Season 4 of the American one. And we have, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. Yes, we will build a door. And you have some tech specs and a little bio there, and this magnificent picture that we always get with X-Transpots. And you have Ballistic, and you have all those codes you need to actually know how to transform him. And I dare you to follow them, because that is how bad they are. So I really do miss those good old X-Transpots instructional manuals, because they were really, really good. And these aren't. So please go back to the old ways, X-Transpots. He comes with a little collector's card. Very nicely done. It's the usual standard card from X-Transpots, and I do like this very much. He doesn't have much of a skill. Maybe that's why he smirks all the time. I don't know. He comes with... And this is the head that actually comes installed with him. But I didn't like this one. So it's a bit of a smirk, but the one on him now is even smirkier. And what you need to do is just untab this piece from the visor, and Bob's your uncle. I'm going to call these two pieces accessories as well, because as you can see, they have broken off. And I'm not surprised, because look at those tiny little pieces here holding everything on. And I don't know if you can see that actually, but these weren't really necessary, and they were just in the way, and they were die-cast, and they weren't really there in the cartoon. So I'm actually happy to get rid of these. Yeah. Because they were on his waist, and he couldn't turn, and in airplane or jet mode or whatever, they just kept falling down. So I'm going to throw these away. Yay! First time ever I am happy that I actually broke something. And I broke them actually just folding them up as per instructions. So X-Transpots does it again. But here we have the little Targetmaster. And this Targetmaster is bloody epic. I usually don't like X-Transpots Targetmasters, but this is really well done and looks good and handles well, and I love it. If this got a masterpiece score, it would get a 10, because that's how good this is. For what it is, of course. I mean, it's not a complete masterpiece without that piece. And I do really, really like this. But I mean, who in their right mind actually has this in this form? Well, you can, of course. But I'm going to transform this right now, so we have that done. But before that, let's look at some articulation. You have the arms can go all the way around on a very scary small hinge there. You can remove the elbow to 90 degrees. You can't really move the head. Well, for transformation you can, but yeah. You have a very tight ab crunch, but you do have an ab crunch, but no waist rotation. He can do the full splits. 90 degree at the knee, no rotation at the thigh at all. And you can come up and down with these little feetsies And they are so cute. Yes, they are. Okay, transformation. Yeah. Fold the legs up onto themselves like so. And to do that, you need to activate the app crunch. And this, peoples, is where he attaches to him. Nowhere else. And that is as per design. So it is as it should. Then peg these into the arms like that. And now we're getting somewhere, peoples. Fold this up and push the head back. Now, you are supposed to get the head all the way in. So I'm going to do that right now, like that. If you want to get this out, you need to have a tiny screw driver and just get that out. But that is doable. And I mean, look at this. This looks so very, very, very good. I can really see... Yeah, I can see this from the cartoon, both the season 4 and, of course, the Headmaster series from Japan. And I really like this. I really, really do. This tabs into alt mode, and this tabs into bot mode, and we'll show that off in a little while. Unfortunately, he is very heavy. Hint, hint. But now we come to this extraordinary bot, and we have to get you a bit up, I think. And I mean, look at this. The paint is sublime. Everything looks so good. Everything tabs in. And I have messed with the one with the youth version, or the toy accurate version, and there are a lot of differences. This is actually much, much, much more stable and tabs in way better. So it is still a bit extra-spotty, of course, but still. Let's come up close and personal with him. This is the cartoon face. I think he looks kind of strange with this, but I do like that smirk I've installed. And to uninstall that, what you do is you lift this off and then just pry this piece off. Not the red one, mind you. You do that for the youth version, but not for this one. You just get this faceplate out of there. If you want to change that out, I would never do that because I love this one. And as you can see, it's a lot of red, a lot of red, a lot of red. A very much lot of red. Some detailing in the chest, some wings detailing here, and you have these little skirt pieces, and they are fairly nice, but I wouldn't go too far with them, but they are nicely detailed. Very nice looking thighs and arms, I must say. I like this color. I wouldn't like it on any other bot, but this bot, it just perfect. It's just pearlescent perfect when it's perfect. These you can fold in if you don't want to see them, or you can fold them out like that. It's up to you. So you can, change out the way he looks. These little feetsies are really nice. I actually do like that little hole with that red piece underneath. It looks really good. I don't know if that's cartoon accurate or not, but it looks nice. This is the back. Even less detailing here, but that doesn't really matter to me. I mistransformed him here, like that. That's my bad, not the bot's baddies. Well, you know what I mean. What I don't like is that these wings are on the arms, because they actually, collide with things. And here are where these things would stick out and hinder rotation. So I'm happy they are gone, because they do nothing for you. And here's the cockpit, and we can, of course, open the cockpit up. We can push that down and open this up, and we have a little seat in here, and you have a seat in there. You have some panels here, but not really panels per se. And you leave this open if you want to access the waist rotation. So I'm going to leave it out for now, just because we want to look at the articulation. And the articulation is very good on this one. Now I just close that up. You can go all the way around, you can look up, you can actually look very much down, and if you untransform him, you can look even more down. but don't, because you need these pieces to hold everything in place. The arms can go all the way up like that. They can go all the way around. You have a bicep swivel. You have a double jointed elbow, which looks really, really nice. And you have a rotating hand with individual articulated fingers. And they are very messy to transform. And I will show that in the transformational video that I will post side by side with this. And you have a really epic butterfly joint. I say epic because it's long or, well, heavily articulated, but at the same time, everything, as per usual with X-Transpots, everything is just on those small hinges, so they might actually just break whenever. I hope it doesn't, but still. Okay, we have that waist rotation, and we have a really good ab crunch. You can actually scooch the whole body backwards like that, but that is for transformation, so don't do that now. I'm gonna get these arms up. Now, since this piece isn't movable, there is no back movement at all, but you can go forward, out to the side like that, do the full splits, and you do have a full range of bend at the knee, and you have some filler pieces here, and this is more for transformation, but it looks good in bot mode as well. Very, very good, actually. And you have the swivel. The feet are ratcheted, as you can hear. Very nice ratchets. When I took it out of the box, I thought he was tilting, but that was just, I didn't know they were ratcheted. I can't say that word for the life of me. Now, if you want to put the gun on, you don't put it in his hand. Well, you can try, but it will fall off or out. You can make him hold it a bit, but if you move him about, it is wobbly, and yeah, it's not going to stay, but you can if you want to. But the way you are supposed to do this, and that sentence may provoke anger in people, maybe, but since this is, oh, I don't like these thumbs. Fold this in, and you need to do that in a very specific way. And then push this into that. And that, peoples, is how he is supposed to hold the gun, if his arms were strong enough. You can extend the butterfly joint, I forgot the word there, and he will hold it straight forward, but as soon as you utilize these pegged ones, it just goes down. So this is the way you want him to hold it, if you want him to hold it forwards. So a win and a loss at the same time. Of course, you can angle these if you want them forward or back a bit, but I usually have them in the middle, so he actually can articulate. Now, this again is the Headmaster correct way of attaching the bot, or the Targetmaster. And as I said before, not everyone will like that, but I actually think that's okay, because I like the Headmaster series not as much as Season 4, as I said before, but still, very, very much. So that is it for the robot mode, and if you want, you can just tab this back together, the cockpit and the back piece here. This is scoochable up and down. That looked kind of obscene, I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. And you can just push that together. Now he can't swivel or do anything with his abs, but yeah, that's for some reason that is what they did with the engineering there, so yeah. But I do like him. He looks very, very good, and he is very, very sturdy. We can do the fans toys test, and nothing, not even the arm with the Targetmaster, is moving at all. So this is a great quality bot, I must say. There are sections of the transformation that's scary, but when he is in alt mode, he is just as sturdy as he is in bot mode. And I know that those who bought the youth version actually noticed the total opposite of this, because that isn't the sturdiest. This one, as I've heard and felt, of course, because I've messed with one of them, but this one is really, really good. And of course, it's always going to be, your mileage may vary because every bot is unique. And that's what I kind of like with X-Trans bots, because even if their QC is bad and they have things on little hinges and stuff like that, every bot is unique. It really, really is. And I mean, I don't really like Misfire. It's not a character I remember from the cartoon, but I do like this one. He is so cool. He is so well done. So yeah, you can probably hear that I like it, but the score he will get later on is reflected of, let's just say, a different view of the totality of the product. But never mind that now, because we're going to compare him to a modern day perfect bot. And we have Magic Square's Vortex here, and Vortex is a bit shorter than Misfire. And no, I'm not going to use the third-party names because I don't remember them, and I don't care. As you can see, both of them are fairly slim, nothing really protrudes, nothing really, yeah. I really, really, really like this. But let's bring in Make Toys Point Blank. And as you can see, Point Blank is a bit taller than Misfire. I like him. I don't like this, because this comes off all the time. And this is a very ugly, in my eyes anyway, Targetmaster. Yeah. So if we compare Targetmasters, this is so much better. And they are going for the Season 4 look, where he actually held it in his hands, instead of the... and this comes off again. Instead of the Headmaster series. Yeah. And this is so difficult to pose without him falling over, or actually... So, yeah. X-Transbots did a good job on him, especially when you compare him to something like this. I did really like him when I got him, and I do like their hard head, but this is so much better than him. And here you have him in his glorious alt mode, and it looks so good. You can, of course, open the cockpit, but all you see is the head and some transformational hinges, so I don't really see the point. You are supposed to push this forward, but for the life of me, I can't do that. So, yeah, it's a bit crooked, but I don't care. I'm not going to have him in this mode for long. You can see he's all shiny, and the coloration is just amazing. So, really, really nice indeed. And you have the side. He's very, 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 well, thin, I'd say. And you have some wheels, and they are rollable. And of course they can, well, probably more slide on my surface, but still, they work. And in the back, you have some boosters, which are the knees. And yeah, looks very, very nice and good everywhere. This is the underside of him. And this is him from above. And the back, as we looked at already, from the front. I think I have the waist rotation active a bit, so it's a bit crooked, but I don't care. And if you want to add the Targetmaster, you can, of course. You put him there, and now he can fly through the sky, shooting Autobots to his heart's content. Now, I don't have any other Cybertronian jets to compare him to, but just because he is here, I'm going to bring him in. So you can see he's a bit taller than him. So you get, you know, some kind of size. Yeah. You can angle these if you want them differently. I don't. I like them like that. So, yeah. Otherwise, you can just open that. There is no real... I wonder if you can... No, you can't. You can't move those. Those are just his shoulder pieces. Yeah. This tends to pop up, but that is because the hand is not configured correctly. I remember looking at pictures of him, and I thought that was the hand. I actually did, but that is the shoulder, of course, and the arms are on those wings. A bit like Power Glide, I'd say. But still looks very, very, very good. I'm not going to have him in this mode. I'm going to have him in bot mode because I have all my bots in bot mode. So, yeah. And of course the face does nothing, and the little metallic things that plopped off were supposed to sit here now, but they fell down all the time, so I'm happy they actually broke off. You can probably see the screws there and the indentation where they should be. Like that. And they came out as easily now as they did then. But yes, that is Misfire's alt mode, and I do like it. I do like it very much. It's very, very cartoon accurate and very Cybertronian, and I like that very much. Now for my conclusion. I do like this bot very much. Yes, it's bad that these broke off, but I'm actually not sad about that because I was going to actually unscrew them anyway. So they were just ridiculously unnecessary for me. The articulation is very, very good. The paint is sublime. The feel of him is just awesome. These are a bit loose from time to time, but if you just push them down, they will stay where they should. The arm is a bit too weak to hold the gun up, but if you utilize all the hinges, it is just fine. The smirking face is really, really good. I like the little things in the knees. There are a few things with him I actually don't like, and X-Transpots sells him with the little tag that is easy transformation. Yes, it's a fairly straightforward easy transformation once you get to know it, and once you've done that a couple of times. But it wasn't as frustrating as I know other people have claimed it to be. I actually think he was fairly simple, but maybe he just played to my tunes, so I don't know. His masterpiece score is an 8. Yeah, he probably would get higher if he can actually hold a gun. It's not a deal breaker for me in any way. I like him as he is, and if I had a bit of more connection with the character, maybe I would have given him higher as well. But this is a very good X-Transpots bot, so I'm really, really happy. He is a strong recommendation from me, so if you like the character of Misfire, go get him. But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.